I know most often I am furious about how dark it is and for how long, but this morning I am so here for it. I'm literally being illuminated solely by the fact that the sun is about to come out. Like 3 minutes is that technically sunrise at 7:48 a.m. And I have my Christmas tree on. This glow be from the Christmas tree. And my husband just left for the office, which I didn't know he was doing. When I went to bed last night, I had no idea he was planning on going to the office today. Hi, baby. But lo and behold, this morning he gets up at a normal time for him. We've been sleeping in a bit lately, just how the cookie's been crumbling lately. And I'm like, and rather than try and change it right now, I'm just waiting until the holiday season is over and whatever. So I've been sleeping till like 8 o'clock usually, or I've been, more accurately, I've been in bed till 8 o'clock. But today he woke me up at 6:50. I kind of dozed back off until like 7:15. And then he comes in to kiss me and he goes, "Bye, I'm going to the office." I'm sorry, what? You're leaving? And I didn't have a chance to emotionally prepare for a day all to myself. Well, goodness. He has something else to do this afternoon that is apparently downtown. I didn't actually know where it was. And I guess he decided sometime between going to bed last night. So he probably decided at like 2 a.m. Maybe it came to him in a dream. Maybe he was awake. I don't know. But he apparently decided that he was, instead of just going down to the event, he was just going to go downtown so he'd be there. So that's fine. But you know what that means, my friends? It means that you and I have an entire day, or at least most of a day, until my husband comes home for dinner, to spend together, uninterrupted, unencumbered, and truly what a vlog is supposed to look like instead of some of these sporadic things. Like, I'm realizing I never finished last night's vlog. I don't even know what I filmed yesterday. Maybe 2 clips? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, welcome back to Vlogmas. I'm glad you're here. It is Vlogmas. I don't even know what day you're going to see this. Today is the 18th of December. 1 week till Santa comes, friends. 1 week until Santa comes. We're going to make it. We're going to make it. And I'm so excited. I have my coffee in my cute little Christmas mug, which I'm actually loving. His grandmother, bless her heart, has been thrifting. She's like 92 years old. And memories were not working quite right. All those things, right? And so it always used to be, like, you could not tell this woman what you liked, right? Even when I entered the family 10 years ago, if you said, "I love the color purple," you're going to be getting a bunch of random purple things. Not intentional purple things. If it was purple, it was meant for you and I bought it for you. No joke. Like, that's how it goes, right? But as her memory has been going, and just as she's been getting older and all of that, the gift giving gets a little bit more erratic, right? And her caregivers have started taking her thrifting, and apparently she loves it. She loves it. Anyway, long story short, last Christmas, we unboxed this gift from her that was a tin with this logo on it, like old school looking, vintage looking tin, and inside of it were 2 coasters with this pattern and 2 mugs. And at first I was like, oh good, exactly what we need. Y'all, I've been using these all Christmas season long and I love them. They're just so like Christmas tablescape is what they feel like to me. Like, somewhere out there's got to be dishware that matches this, right? I don't know. But I think they're so cute. They're a little bit difficult to hold on to, but it's a slightly different vibe from all my other mugs. I kind of love them. So, way to go, grandmother. Big fan. Anyway, welcome to Vlogmas. I'm going to spend the first little bit here chilling, quiet, reading. I've got a healthy meeting to run today. I have a Diva District goal setting chat. We're going to talk about our goals for the new year, which probably means that goal planner that's sitting right over there. I should probably do some work in it today. So, welcome to Vlogmas. I'm glad you're here. I have finished my healthy meeting and I am starving because I haven't eaten anything today, but I might have had like 3.5, 4 cups of coffee. So, I'm about to do something that's either going to be the greatest thing I've ever done or a complete and epic failure. And it is going to involve my leftover sweet greens. Sweet greens, I don't actually know how many of them are located where. Actually, I think there's one in Chicago, so they might be everywhere. But anyway, when I was at the Galleria last night picking up my pants, I needed to eat something before rehearsal. There's apple in here. I forgot about that. Anyway, I went to Sweetgreen because it's like, oh, there's natural, organic, grass-fed. Oh my gosh, this is so good. Even left over. Now I'm sitting here going, do I just want to eat this? Part of me just wants to eat some of this as it is. What I was going to do, anyway, this is their fall harvest bowl. It's got like apples and chicken and sweet potatoes and wild rice and goat cheese and a lot of kale. And it's so good. So, but I ate a lot of the chicken last night, although there's still quite a bit in here. So hear me out. My thought was, hot pan, leftovers, saute, 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 saute. Extra chicken sausage, saute, 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 saute. Egg scramble. Shall we? Okay, so the best part about this so far is that the giant dollop of goat cheese is melting. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Put an egg in there. Scramble it, scramble it, scramble it. One egg might be enough, actually. Just to add a little bit of eggy. A little bit more fat, yeah. One is plenty. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this, you guys. Doesn't that look spectacular? Oh, and it's so healthy. It's so healthy and nourishing. There's not one not nourishing ingredient in this bowl. Look at this. Look at it. Let's see. Let's see if it was a good idea. I am a believer in things like hot salads. I think they're amazing. I got some chicken. I want to get an apple piece here. No? Come on, apple. I love warm apple too. Oh. Excuse me while I go enjoy thoroughly nourishing my body with this food. So true story. My husband leaving the house and leaving me in a quiet home all day happens so infrequently that I tend to overindulge in the sitting in the quiet. So for over an hour, I've been sitting in the living room, poking in a game on my phone in dead silence. Dead silence. So much so you can hear the hum and the sounds of like the heater and stuff. And I want to say I have regrets, but I don't. I just don't, because I freaking love the quiet and I never get to be in the quiet anymore because my husband's on Zoom calls all day. So it just, the roads do look a little glossy. I was contemplating going to Costco today and then I learned that, no, not leaving the house. Nope, not happening. Anyway, so now it is later. It is later and I have 3 primary objectives. 4, 5 primary, 6 primary objectives. Things that I need to do today preferably before. There's one that I could do not before, which is, afterwards. The caffeine be wearing off, y'all. The caffeine be wearing off. There's one thing I can do after my call, but everything else, the list just keeps getting longer as I'm thinking through things. I'm going to clean this kitchen, which I'll show you in a minute, because regular tidying has not been happening lately since the party, and it needs to happen. So I'm going to tidy. I've got to work out. I've got an edited video that needs to get uploaded tomorrow that I filmed this morning. My 40 by 40 update needs to happen because tomorrow is Friday. It is snowing. It's actively snowing. No wonder the road looks like that. Oh, I hope my husband gets home okay. Anyway, sorry, I'm looking out my kitchen window and realizing there's snow in the air. a good day for me to not have to go anywhere. This is precisely why I went and got my pants before rehearsal last night. So I need to clean the kitchen. I need to get my video edited and uploading. I need to work out. I need to wrap presents. And once all is said and done, I would like to take a shower, get my makeup off my face and everything, and be done by my call. So I can be in comfy cozies by my call with my group and then be done for the evening. The thing that can be held off until after my call is present wrapping. So I want to get that done today though. So that's what's happening. So let me show you the disaster. It's just like, those are clean and have been sitting there for a couple days. It's just, I have a beautiful big kitchen that under no circumstances should feel cluttered in any way because I have ample storage and counter space. And yet here we are. Yeah. And then bonus. Oh, look at the sad little puppy that's over there. Is she the saddest? I don't know why you're sad. You've eaten, you've pottied, you've napped, you've drank water. You're good to go. I need to get the stuff on the table done. I just need to do it. So my goal is to have this done in half an hour. Can I do it? I don't know. We'll check in half an hour and I will let you know. All right. Feeling a lot better about what's behind me now. I do need to clean my pan and wash those 2 dishes right there. But I've got the dishwasher running, put away all the clean dishes, all that stuff, but I didn't want to wash in my sweater. But what I did do, shout out to this brand that I discovered when we were moving. This is not sponsored. This was not sent to me. I sought it out on my own and found it, and I love this. This is by Lemmy Shine. It's more of a all-natural type cleaning brand. This is their disposal cleaner. This stuff is pretty fierce because not only do you see it in the side of the disposal, but this stuff comes foaming out the other side of the sink. It is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. But they are these really strong, citrusy smelling pods. You throw the whole pod in there and the plastic and everything, or whatever it is, dissolves and foams up and cleans things. And I did it because my disposal was smelling a little stanky, So we topped off the cleaning with that. And then I got an Amazon package with a first impressions. That's what I'm going for. First impressions review. I bought potassium chloride. Why? Great question. I would love to tell you. This was, because I can't remember exactly, let's call it $25 to $29 for this bag of potassium chloride, okay? This is a packet of Element. I enjoy Element. I only drink 1/2 a packet at a time because that's really all I need. And in the past, drinking a whole one every day has made me feel not good. I think because of the stevia in here. So why? Because I know with our reverse osmosis water, we have RO water now. See, it's there. Yes. That little nozzle there is reverse osmosis water, which is super clean water. It is the purest of pure. However, it filters out even the minerals in my water. And one of my concerns was, what about the electrolytes that are naturally occurring in my water that I will no longer be consuming because they are literally being stripped from the water, which is why we have Element in our house again. Well, Element is stupid expensive. It's great. My husband's drinking it too. So between the two of us, we go through about a packet a day. And this provides 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium. Okay? This at Target, I think is $15 for a box of 10. $15 for a box of 10. Okay? The measurement in this bag of this, actually, the consistency of this reminds me of snow. It's actually really funny the way it packs and everything. There are 1,428 servings of potassium, of 365 milligrams of potassium. So half again as much potassium as in a packet of Element, and 5 bajillion servings of it, okay? That's the pro. So what I can do now is, instead of depending on this, I can DIY my own electrolyte by not even putting salt in. I can salt my food. I don't usually salt my food. I can put a sprinkle of salt on my food. Boom, sodium. Done. Great. And then I take magnesium. I already take magnesium. Great, done. So the only thing that I'm lacking is the potassium. The serving size is this. It's this teeny tiny little scooper. So that's the good news. It was like less than $30, and it's going to last me and my husband forever, and it dissolves clean in water. That's the good news. The bad news is it tastes vile. That little bit, and now it could be because I also threw in some Himalayan sea salt. I filled this up with 1 scoop of the potassium and the Himalayan sea salt, and I had to dump it after I probably drank about half of it. And I was like, I cannot. So the lesson I've learned is I will have to flavor the water that I make my little supplement in, which I normally do like lemon water type scenario, or this is, you know, it's not the plain flavored one, it's watermelon flavored. So if I got myself like a Crystal Light packet and used just like a third of a Crystal Light packet just to give enough flavor to mask this nonsense. But when I was fishing for the scooper, I got a little bit of it on my finger, so I just dabbed it on my tongue, and it is salty. They commonly use potassium chloride as a salt substitute for people who need low sodium but still like the flavor. However, it doesn't taste exactly like salt. It gives salty, but when you think about it and process it, it does taste a little different. So it was not good. Now, I currently don't have access to ice cubes because we don't have the RO water running through our fridge yet, so I have no ice to use. So I'm wondering if cold it would taste better. But either way, I am going to have to use this not in plain water, but I have solved my electrolyte problem by putting, and I could probably even put in like a half of a scoop, like a sprinkle, a mere pinch, if you will, of this product to get the desired effect. But there we go. Potassium supplement, 1,400 servings of a potassium supplement to be more accurate. I got it on Amazon, by the way. I'll link it down below for you. All right, my friends, I have finished my goal setting chat where we all sat and chatted about our intentions and goals and everything for the year ahead, even though most of us didn't have anything solidified yet. It was a really nice chance to just brainstorm and to be able to share, and most importantly, to be able to express a desire for accountability in our goals as we go forward. For those of you who don't know, I do have a paid membership called the Diva District, and we hang out on Discord. It's our primary method of communication, and we have all sorts of channels, and our conversation topics are wide ranging, from musicals to Harry Potter to health and fitness to goal setting and everything in between. It is a lovely little community of people, and we were all talking about how seriously we wanted to take our health and our wellness goals in the new year. And so we even talked about opening yet another channel where we could exclusively share our trackers for accountability to one another. And we can hold one another accountable if we don't post a tracker or something like that, because it's what we need. We want to level it up and we want to actually knock it out, ultimately with the goal of not needing to set a weight related goal next year. So it was a really, really great chat. And then we also ended, this idea was not mine, it was one of our members. We ended with stating one thing that we've done this year that we are incredibly proud of. Regardless of how all of our other goals went or whatever, what is that one thing you are really proud of that you have done this year? And mine is not that I lost 10 pounds. That's all well and good. But I'm most proud of the community that my husband and I have cultivated here by starting our own small group and by really putting time and effort in developing the community that we have. And I'm so proud of where it is. And I'm so excited to see where that community is going to grow and how it's going to continue to develop and gel and all of those things. It's just absolutely lovely. So in the spirit of that vibe, I would like to hear from you in the comments below. What is one thing that you have accomplished this year that you are most proud of for 2025? I don't care how the whole year went. I don't care if you reached all of your goals. I want to hear about the one thing you are most proud of. So let me know down in the comments. And that is where I'm going to leave you tonight. Thank you so much for being here. I love you. Take care, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.